Social justice is one of the words that I connect with this program very deeply and will be something that I will take with me in my future teaching career. You can teach social justice issues or use social justice curriculum with anything that you're teaching, really. But it has come up in my teaching practicum at Willamette High School. We had a day of silence when I definitely included issues of social justice, talking about the GLBTQ community. And for me, social justice really has helped me find my own identity in this program. And I grew up in East Germany, behind the wall in an oppressive system, and I realized through this program that one of the things that we are teaching our students is identity just by standing in front of them. And I realized how powerful my story is, and sharing it with students about growing up in East Germany and, you know, in an oppressive system, and what that meant for the people, and how also people can change, bring about change, because in East Germany eventually the wall came down through the power of the people, because they were fed up and they started demonstrating. So social justice should be part of every curriculum.
Really important for me is trying to saturate my classroom culture in social justice, really paying attention to my students, really helping them awaken their own voice. That is the biggest thing for me. I mean, I'm a language arts teacher too, so I'm a little biased in that sense, but getting kids writing and able to express themselves to the best of their ability, that helps them throughout the rest of their lives, being really cautious of what goes on in your classroom and what goes on in the hallways. When someone makes a hateful comment, are you going to ignore it, or are you going to address it? Are you going to be so married to your schedule that you don't stop the class and have a discussion when you see sexism or racism or homophobia going on in your classroom? Or do you stop and say, this is more important? You know, realizing that we are teaching our kids so much more than what's in a book, or, you know, what the curriculum says is important, or what's on a state test. We're teaching them how to be individuals participating in society, and that for me expands to a world community. So teaching values and things like that are just crucial in my opinion.
I really think that teachers are already endowed with social justice issues just imprinted on them. When you get into a classroom, it's my advice that you just focus on the things that are most important to you and then teach those things. Whatever literature that you're reading, it's easy to adapt those things because it's things you already care about. And when students see that you're truly passionate about the subjects that you teach, you're able to not only teach it better, but they're able to get more social justice issues and empowerment through this. And the dream is to always be able to take whatever you learn in school and take it out into the real community. By including the community in whatever you're actually doing, then yes, that's absolutely what you should do. So myself, I'm really empowered with knowing about social stratification issues, and by allowing students to see things that have to do with poverty levels, those things are always going to be surrounding you in every single community.
So I think the most important thing that any teacher can do in a classroom is to get to know their students really well and intimately starting on day one. I mean, it's that first day when your students decide whether they are going to be a part of your classroom or whether they are going to shut down, and you do not get to get them back if you fail. And that sounds like a really big responsibility, but all it is, honestly, is a matter of extending your hand, introducing yourself, telling them that you appreciate they're there, and I think that you will find that that makes all the difference for students, because they need it at that age. They need that acceptance. They need to be in a space where they feel safe. And if you, the teacher, are there for them and show them that you are interested in who they are, that will be your biggest asset.